Alright, welcome back to the Comfee Mod channel. My name is Christian, and I'm sorry, I wanted to try that. In today's video, I'm gonna be redesigning the Praetorian armor for my Banner of Souls world. I did a little bit of a video previously where we went over Arcane's character design, and the more I went over that video, I was thinking that I could do a little bit better of a job at designing my Praetorians here to make them look a little bit more imposing. So I have about an hour before I need to start getting ready for the stream tomorrow, so let's get started. So the first thing that I want to take a better look at are these pauldrons. One of my commenters, they said that the pauldrons could probably be redesigned to look a little bit more imposing if they were a little bit further out, and I think that I can just do a really quick once over. I am using Krita, and I also have a drawing tablet that the download link and purchase link will be in the description for you guys. But if you can see here, if I just re-enable this, turn down the opacity, I'm going to make this a two-piece, one plate that kind of just generally goes like this, and then another one that comes out to here. We'll see how it works, so let's get to designing. Maybe instead of an inward angle, because we want these guys to look a little bit hostile instead of just rigid, maybe I can go out a little bit for this second piece here. Let's see how that works. Yeah, all right, I'm already liking this a lot better. And even though I'm getting a very rough sketch of this, it's allowing me to be able to understand what the silhouette will actually look like. So when I actually go into modeling the characters in Blender, then this will be a lot more mathematically correct. But right now, this is just to get the general idea of what these Praetorians are supposed to be. And I think we're getting a pretty good result. I kind of like it if we add some thickness to these plates. For these guys, they have to have their armor generally thick and coated in a stone-like material that protects them from the magic that they're going up against. And I think that generally adds to the more imposing and dangerous look. I'm gonna merge these and then just do a little bit of cleanup on the shoulder plate over here, and then we can color this in and copy it over to the other side. And now that we have a decent idea of what the two shoulder pads on either side looks like, I think that we're starting to get a lot more of an imposing design, I would say. And I'm wondering if it should be standard to have that more halo type rounded design, or if it should just stay the fin shape at the top. I kind of like the halo design a little bit better, so let me see what that looks like fully implemented into the character. Interesting. It's not looking quite as good as I thought it would. So let's see if we can fix that with a few more adjustments or a completely different design for his head here. Alright, so I kind of went a little crazy with the helmet designs here, with a lot of different variations that we can choose from, whether it's the helmet shape itself or the specific eye slits that they use. And this would be changing between the different regions, different factions that the Praetorians are in, and then the helmet shape would be changing between the ranks that they would have. And then you can differentiate between who is who based on those marks, as well as the emblems that are going to be on their shoulder pads. Which, by the way, for my Elder and Magic Mug patrons, you guys get to make your own design or share with me your suggestions for what you think some of their emblems should be. There should be a post up already for you guys to work on that. I'm really excited to see your ideas. And I want to say thank you so much to all of my supporters on Patreon who really keep this channel running, especially my Elder Mug members. You guys are amazing. I couldn't do any of this without you guys, so thank you so much. And now let's get back to the video. So I've been focusing on these armored characters a whole lot first, but there are a lot of other characters that don't wear armor all the time. You can actually see their faces, and I didn't get a chance to design them in Krita, so I just plugged their description into Midjourney to give you guys an overall feel of their aesthetics. I'm definitely going to be doing a full design for these characters in Krita myself, but it got me curious, like what is your guys' take on using AI art generators like this? Let me know in the comments below. I kind of like the shoulder plate armor a little bit lower, but I do want to extend them just a bit because we have some exposed areas right here, and these guys gotta be protected from that magic there. So let's do this. Okay, I think I like where this is going. I may widen it a little bit. That's actually a good idea. Now I just gotta make the legs actually armored up, so let's do this. Alright, I've got the basic idea. I'll probably do a little bit of tweaking to the kneecap design, but overall, I think that the waist and leg armor turned out really well. Last thing for the armor is the feet, and I have an idea for how to make these guys faster because their armor does weigh them down quite a bit. I'm thinking... This will date me a little bit. Do you guys remember moon shoes? Those shoes with springs? I'm thinking metal boots with that kind of an idea. So we'll see how that goes. But I think that the boot doesn't have to have too much detail, but it's looking quite nice. Now, lastly, I want to do some special designs for cloaks for the different ranks of the Praetorians here. We've already established that one of the elements that defines the ranks of these Praetorians is the helmet design, and particularly the crowned area at the top there. This would be the base rank, and then the more you add to the top, the higher the rank. But then within the realm of captains, commanders, and generals, there are intermediary ranks that I think that we can establish a little bit better using capes with specific colors and markings on it. For the first intermediate rank, we can have just one black bar. The second rank will probably want to just do the same bar method, right? And then all of the other ranks that will be higher, of course, those can be defined by having any number of these 3 bars right here. And then we can obviously change the colors a little bit. I'm thinking a little bit more of an orange. But yeah, having different colors can also define rank as well, or faction. That's the general idea, and I think that this is a pretty fun thing to to do, honestly. Next video, we will be modeling this character in 3D in Blender. I can't wait to bring you guys along for that process, and then we'll eventually get to animating and modeling other characters and animating that as well. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. So stay tuned for all of that. I'm just realizing it's 1 a.m. already. I went way past the 1 hour time limit that I had for this. Comment Praetorian down below so that I know who stuck around to the end. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your support. And if you want to learn a simple way to make all of your painterly models look 10 times better, you can check out this video right here.